And may I see Oppenheimer?
I love how we did that. One Academy Award is a big deal, right? But 7? Oppenheimer led this year's winners last night, even taking home Best Picture at the Oscars. And it's all based on a pivotal piece of our state's history.
Now, chances are when you think of Oppenheimer, your mind might immediately go right to Los Alamos, even the Trinity site. But the scientist had a special connection with another New Mexico town, and some recently found footage proves that.
Cassie Foote has been digging into this story for us today. So, Cassie, what did you learn about Oppenheimer's life here?
Well, the movie has reignited the interest in the scientist and his race to create the atomic bomb. So much so, the Los Alamos Historical Society told us they've seen even more visitors after its release. But the Socorro Historical Society hopes new footage helps paint a more complete picture of our state's history. Oppenheimer is creating an explosion of interest in one of our state's most pivotal moments in history. And while most of it is supposed to be set in Los Alamos,
Build a town, build it fast.
history lovers in Socorro want their story told too, including Gary Jaramillo. He's a member of Socorro's Historical Society and says Oppenheimer lived in the town for 7 years.
Socorro played a big part in the Manhattan Project because of his connections and his friendships here, and also he ate here every day and he slept here every night, and it's only 35 miles away, and we're the largest town close enough to that Trinity site.
Jaramillo's uncle was a film buff and manager of the Socorro's Loma Theater. He documented a lot of the town's happenings on 8mm film. When he died, Jaramillo got a lot of those home videos.
I got them, and I took them. This is some of them, the little boxes, and I took them to. Actually, I sent them away to a film company who redoes the old films and tries to salvage them.
Here's his footage of New Mexico Tech's annual 49ers parade from 1952. Jaramillo pored over the footage second by second, but didn't expect to see world-famous scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer. Jaramillo says his hat is the giveaway.
When I saw his hat, it was different from what anyone else was wearing at the time. Kind of a fedora with a wide brim, flat rim around it.
He couldn't wait to share it with physicists at New Mexico Tech. He says Oppenheimer worked with a lot of them.
They were over the moon too, because there was a direct connection with those physicists at that time with Mr. Oppenheimer, and so they made a brochure, and they're sending it all over to promote their school and to recruit students.
A brochure using shots from that old home video.
It's just a pleasant coincidence for Socorro and New Mexico to know that little bit of history that not a lot of people know about.
Jaramillo says now he wants to share it with the world, to fill in some of those gaps about the famous scientist's life and New Mexico's history.
I'm just so happy that everybody has a chance to see it and enjoy it, and it belongs to all of us. Everyone in Socorro, everyone in New Mexico. This is our history, and no other state in the Union can say that.
Jaramillo says Oppenheimer also used to hang out at the local watering hole called the Capitol Bar. That's where he would meet friends and read his newspaper. Tessa, Trevor, that's so cool.
No mistaking who that is.
Not one
That.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassie, thanks for sharing that.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
I really do feel like that win last night was like New Mexico's win.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Exactly. It
7.
shows exactly
Yeah.
7 Oscars, right? I was joking earlier that they should just go on an Oscar tour. Just bring the statues to the state. Let us see what that hardware looks like.